الشارع السياسي تشاهدونه في الأوقات التالية.
اهلا وسهلا بحضرتك دكتور محمد.
السلام ورحمه الله.
عليكم السلام، شكرا جزيلا. وبينضم الينا ايضا الاستاذ محمد ابو الكلام ازاد، وهو رئيس ندوه الشباب البنغاليه بالقاهره. سيد محمد اهلا بك. وبيشرفنا ايضا في استوديو 25 السيد توبي كادمان المستشار القانوني العالمي بلندن، وهو من يتولى مهمه الدفاع عن قيادات الجماعه الاسلاميه في بنغلاديش. Mr. Cadman, we'd like to welcome you in our studio. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
الحقيقة تسهيلا على مسألة الترجمة، فالسيد محمد أبو الكلام هيتولى الترجمة عني سواء للبنغالية أو الإنجليزية سريعا عشان نوحد جهة الترجمة. أبدأ مع السيد أو الدكتور محمد أبو بكر. دكتور أبو بكر، يعني نعلم أن تاريخ الجماعة الإسلامية في بنغلاديش هو تاريخ طويل، ولكن المسألة تعود إلى انفصال بنغلاديش عن باكستان في السابق. هذا هو ما بدأ.
Okay. There was a war in 1971 between 26th of March to 16th of December. Jamaat Islami Bangladesh actually was in favor of united Pakistan. During the war, there may have been some crimes committed by Pakistan forces, or maybe by the both sides. But after 40 years, the current Bangladesh Awami League government has established a tribunal to try only the leaders of Bangladesh Jamaat Islami. And some political analysts are saying it is because of political revenge. They want to take political revenge on the Islamist political party because they have an ideological conflict, because the current government is Almani secularist government, and the Jamaat Islami is the largest Islamic political party, and Jamaat has Jamaat has a political affiliation, and it is called they have formed an ally with BNP, so that Awami League thought that if Jamaat and BNP remains united, it will be very difficult for Awami League to come to the power. So after 40 years, they have established the tribunal, blaming that Jamaat Islami was mainly responsible for the war crimes committed in 1970.
Well, first of all, I'll apologise that I don't speak Arabic, and so I have to give my answers in English. Even though I am from London, my ancestors actually originate from Egypt, so it's slightly shameful that I don't speak Arabic. So I'll give my answers in English. I'm an international lawyer from London. I specialise in war crimes, international crimes and human rights. I've been involved with the Jamaat-e-Islami since July 2010. I was originally asked on behalf of the International Bar Association to speak in England about these trials. And subsequently, I travelled to Bangladesh and spoke at an international conference on the tribunal. And then in 2011, I was engaged by the leadership of Jamaat-e-Islami to be their defence counsel. The trial process is very complex. It would unfortunately take me several days to tell you everything that's wrong with the trial process.
Just the headline.
But I will give you the headlines.
Yeah. Mr. Cadman, if you continue, please.
Thank you. So I was engaged primarily due to my experience of prosecuting war crimes in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And my role initially was merely to act as defence counsel for the Jamaat leadership, who were by that time had been arrested and spent several months in custody without charge. It's quite uncommon for a lawyer to effectively take on the role that I've been forced to take on in this case, but it's because this case has presented some very special challenges. The challenges that we face is that the nature of these proceedings, as I've made perfectly clear on a number of occasions in public addresses, is that this is not a justice mechanism. This is, in my view, a tool of political retribution. It is being used by the government to effectively eradicate its political opposition in Jamaat-e-Islami, being a partner of the main rival to the current government, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party. What I have had to do in terms of the international profile of these cases is to explain to the international community, to the United States, to the United Kingdom, European Union, and to the Muslim world, that there are so many flaws in this process and that we cannot sit idly by and allow this to proceed in this way. These are not mere concerns as to the procedural fairness of the proceedings. These are very grave concerns that if one is to sit back and allow this process to proceed, it will result in summary execution of almost the entire leadership of an Islamic political party in Bangladesh.
There was a war in 1971 between 26th of March to 16th of December. Jamaat-Islami Bangladesh actually was in favor of united Pakistan. During the war, there may have been some crimes committed by Pakistan forces, or maybe by the both sides. But after 40 years, the current Bangladesh Awami League government has established a tribunal to try only the leaders of Bangladesh Jamaat-Islami. And some political analysts are saying it is because of political revenge. They want to take political revenge on the Islamist political party because they have an ideological conflict, because the current government is Almani, secularist government, and the Jamaat-Islami is the largest Islamic political party, and Jamaat has Jamaat has a political affiliation, and it is called, they have formed an ally with BNP, so that Awami League thought that if Jamaat and BNP remains united, it will be very difficult for Awami League to come to the power. So after 40 years, they have established the tribunal, blaming that Jamaat-Islami was mainly responsible for the crimes, war crimes committed in 1971. Okay, the top Jamaat-Islami leaders and the two top leaders of BNP, both of them are ministers, and the top leaders of Jamaat-Islami, two of them were ministers on the last government. And the top leaders, like the president of Jamaat-Islami, the deputy president, and the secretary general of Jamaat-Islami, and 4 assistant secretary general, and another vice president, 8 top leaders of Jamaat-Islami, including the Amir, like Murshid Am of Jamaat-Islami Bangladesh, and the previous Murshid Am of Jamaat-Islami Bangladesh, Professor Ghulam Azam. He's like the founding man of Bangladesh Jamaat-Islami. From 1950 to until 1990. He's a very popular person in Bangladesh. And next, the Amir of Bangladesh Jamaat-Islami, and third person is the very popular person in Bangladesh. Is a very popular Islamic personality, Allama Delawar Hossain Saidi. They are in all jail now. They are facing the trial, and probably, and it has been come out from the mouth of some ministers that they will hang them, there will be capital punishment on them, and by the end of this year, all of them will have to face a death penalty.
And so that is one of the principal reasons for why I have come to speak about these concerns, to set out the concerns, and to explain where our concerns lie.
That Bangladesh Jamaat-Islami, the leadership of Bangladesh Jamaat-Islami are being hanged, going to be hanged, and by end of this year, if the Muslim world does not come forward and stop Bangladesh government for this injustice, and if they do not ask United Nations and the Bangladesh government to hold an international tribunal and hold a fair international tribunal. Otherwise, the leadership of the biggest Islamic movement in the Asia will be damaged, and the party will be damaged. There will be Jamaat leadership will face death penalty.
لكم آخر شيء في هذا الموضوع هو أن قيادات الجماعة الإسلامية في بنغلاديش تتعرض أو قد يتعرضوا لعقوبة الإعدام، أو قد يتعرضوا للإعدام بنهاية هذا العام ما لم يتدخل العالم الإسلامي لمساندة هذه القضية ولمنع الحكومة البنغالية من أخذ هذا المنهج. هذا هو يعني محور ما قاله ووجهه في شكل رسالة إلى العالم الإسلامي الدكتور محمد أبو بكر صديق ملا، المستشار القانوني وأمين الجماعة الإسلامية البنغالية بلندن. شكرا جزيلا لك دكتور أبو بكر، وكل الشكر أيضا للسيد توبي كادمان المستشار القانوني العالمي بلندن ومن يتولى الدفاع عن قيادات الجماعة الإسلامية البنغالية. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And كل الشكر للدكتور أو السيد محمد أبو الكلام أزاد، مسؤول ورئيس ندوة الشباب البنغالية بالقاهرة. شكرا عليكم ورحمة الله.